Hi, good evening. How are you? My name is Kyo here. Hi, welcome. Near. How are you? Hi, welcome. How are you? My name is Kyo here. I'm a financial trader for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I will give you free analysis for free. Alright, hi, welcome. Adino Lifestyle. How are you? Hi, want to learn chart. How are you? Hi, Ferenc. Hi, how are you? Welcome. This is Kyo here. I'm a full-time trader for 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. How are you? Where are you from? Very good evening to you, Ferenc. Right now, I am currently looking at Bitcoin. If you New York, I see. Great. Do you do trading? What's my strategy? SMC or ICT. Have you heard of it? What strategy do you use? I am using smart money concept. Hi, Didi. How are you, Dai? Hi, SSS. Welcome. Ferenc, which strategy do you use? Hi, welcome, ASAT. Oh, nine. How are you? Now, what kind of market do you trade? You can write down in the comment section. Crypto, I see. Now, you have any coin in mind? Let's discuss crypto market together. 85K next. Great, hi Mars. How are you? Now, any one of you want me to analyze the market? Which market do you want me to analyze? Now, today I open up three slots of 10 for my free group. XLM. What's up? Alright, let's look at XLM. This. Now, XLM. Oh, you want to look for Bitcoin? Hang on. I was looking at H4, 4 hours time frame. Because I invest in sport. Alright, I bought it around 30 over K, 30 over 1000. Alright, 30 over 1000. But when I drew down to my entry, I would go to 15 minutes to wait for the confirmations before I enter. Oh yeah, in sport too. Great. So are you a long-term holder? Are you a long-term holder? Wow, great. At which price did you enter or at which price did you buy? Let's see. I bought it, oh, around 80K. I see. Are you new to it, crypto? Are you new to crypto? I see. No wonder. Yeah, crypto. I am still waiting for the US to become the pioneer in crypto, but seems like still need some time to go. Hang on now while adjusting for. Alright, hang on. Any other market? Same. I knew about it since about around 2018, but I bought it about few years back, 2022, 2023. Alright. Yes, I do trade Forex. Alright, let's list down. Alright, Ference. Okay, let me jot down first. One is NQ and one is oh, only one. Alright, let's go for NQ first, Nasdaq. Alright, let's look at Nasdaq. Now, friends, don't forget to follow my official account so that you will get notified whenever I do a live. I do live session on every Thursday until Sunday. Alright, now looking at Nasdaq. Oh, I did a marking over here. Right. Hang on, yeah. Let me check. Let me drill down. Let me do a top-down approach. Right. I'll delete this. Alright. For Nasdaq. Alright. For Nasdaq. Currently it is in an uptrend right now. Alright. Now, from what we can see here, this is a previous lower high that was being tested earlier on. Alright. This is the previous higher high. Alright, and this is a higher low. The market tried to break below the higher high and higher low, but it seems to fail and push it back towards towards the upside. Alright. Now, what is the market telling us? Do you think it's going to go up, or do you think it is doing a sideways? Write down in the comment section, yeah, friends. What do you think? Up. Alright, good try. Let's see. Alright, this is the weekly daily time frame. Now, what is the price actions telling us? Now, let's zoom out this to 4 hours chart. Hang on, yeah. This is daily chart. Now, the previous low is somewhere around. Alright, the previous low is somewhere around here. Alright, the market tried to did a breakout, all right, but it seems fail because when we look at the 4 hours chart, all right, it seems like buyer are pushing it, but it's not as much as the seller, all right, not as much as the seller. So we don't see a big bull candle or impulsive move. This is what we call a distribution, right? There's no distribution yet. Now, so from what I can see here, most likely the market is gonna be going sideways. Going sideways. Now, where is the resistance level? Right, the resistance level will be somewhere around 26,000 over here. All right. Now, why do I say so? Because next week, all right, it's going to be ranging until next week, which is coming up next on the events, which is FOMC. Are you aware of this? FOMC, all right, it's the Federal Open Market Committee. The central bank is gonna be deciding, all right, gonna be deciding whether or not they are going to reduce the rate. All right, it is on next Thursday. All right, next Thursday. So next test is gonna be in a ranging sideways until next Thursday. If if the Fed decided to reduce the rate, assuming, all right, which is the probability is going to be high, all right. So when the Fed reduce the rate, it will push up the stock market, all right. So here's the analysis here. If it breaks now before Thursday, it's going to be a ranging situation, all right. Now once after Thursday, a clear direction from the Fed is announced. If it breaks above this, right, we wait for the retest and wait for the bullish engulfing pattern before we enter. All right, this is the analysis for Nasdaq. Thank you, Dewey. Thank you for following. All right, so is that clear, Ferenc? Is that clear? Does it help? Does it help? All right, if you think it's great, my analysis is good, don't forget to hit the like button, share this live, and don't forget to join our free group over here, all right, in the comment section below. All right, my free group is free up to 10 slots for today, and that's what I mean. All right, she's one of my top students, and we have been sending out analysis every day to help out our member. All right, if you are interested, go join there. All right, now is Mars still over here? Hi Dewey, how are you? No, I don't recommend platform over here because it all depends on your preference. All right. Thank you for the comment, Dewey. Thank you, appreciate it. Now, any market that you are trading, which market do you trade, Dewey? Now I myself, I do invest in stock, crypto, and trade in Forex and gold. Can I do gold analysis? I see. Wow, Forex, you do trade in index and gold, yeah? Now let's see what's happened to gold. Now for gold, I did a bought yesterday. It went up, wow, um, about 8 hours ago. Let me open my. Now let me update the analysis here. Right, this one remain. This one. All right. All right. The goal right here. Oh. Are you new to trading the way? How long have you been in this line or learning on this? All right. Oh yeah, yesterday session we did well. A great profit we had. Now for gold, I would rather look at 1 hour chart. Let's see. Now for gold, right now it is in a ranging situation. Now let me clear this. Clear this. Now for gold, why do I say it is in ranging situation? Because since Monday, alright, since this week, the market is pushing back and forth within the range from 425 from 4260 to around 4200. Alright. Now, so once we have identified the market structure, alright, once we have identified the market structure, then we know what to do. Alright, this is ranging situation, and we can aim for buy low around the low over here and sell high over here. Now, so when we determine the market structure on higher time frame, so we drill down to lower time frame to mark out the key levels for our entries. Now, there is a multiple volume or multiple consolidated orders is over here. All right, around 4185 to 4175. So let's say if the market retraces back to this zone, all right, we can enter from the range between here to here. All right, and before Thursday, before Wednesday, right, before the FOMC, the Fed rate announced, same, it's still going to be ranging, but bear in mind, all right, the FOMC is going to be reducing the rate, and the probability is quite high according to the data. All right, are you guys aware of this? Friends, are you aware of this FOMC? Oh, not. Oh, I see. Now, how to look for the news? All right, an important news. Let me, sorry, close this. How to, now, you can go to this website. It's called forexfactory.com. All right. Then, edit your setting. Go for the whole week. All right. See for the whole week. And then you can do a filter right here. There's a filter on the right side. Alright, filter out the red color one, the important ones. Now for me, I always look for the others. So you can go to, these are the important news. Now if you are trading in stock market or crypto, now the important things that we need to look out for are those in US dollar, federal funds rate. Alright, so do take note on this because a lot of beginners are not aware of this. Not only I know. Alright, now looking back at our chart. So before anything is not confirmed, the market always do sideways. Alright, so we can apply now if the Fed decided to reduce the rate, right, what happened next is gonna be the inflation data is gonna be up, gonna be increased. Now because the gold can resist the inflation, alright, a lot of people are investing in gold. Gold went up because of inflation. Alright, so if the inflation goes up, the stock will also, sorry, the gold will also go up, and the stock also go up because, alright, lots of money flows into the financial system or in the economy, so people will start to invest in stock. Alright, so now where is the near term target that we can apply? Alright, now looking at 1 hour chart, alright, we can target it at somewhere around here, 4243. Alright, this is a near term target profit. Alright, this is the support zone 4170. Alright, is that clear first? Now very good news. I mean, this year I earned the most from gold. Alright, I've been trading for about 8 years and I trade very conservatively. Alright, I don't usually flip by account, but this year my capital went up from 20 over 1000 to 100 over 1000 because because of the bull from the gold over here. Did you catch a bull? The massive bull, impulsive move over here, right? Any one of you catch this move, the bull? I am very glad because let you see. Now how I did was, any one of you interested to know how I did? And mine and my loss size, my volume is just 0 point something only, and the capital is about 30k to 40k, right? There you go. Hey, where is it? Per trade I earn about more than 10k. Now this is happened only in few years. Alright, so any one of you interested to know how I did it? If not interested, I wouldn't share. If you're interested, then only I share. Now this massive bull is because the president of the US announced a tariff, 100% tariff again on China. Alright, so when it happened, alright, when it break past these key levels around 3434, alright, it went up how many percent? Let me see. About 25%. Alright, how I did it? Now that time my capital is around 30k to 40k, assuming 40k. Now my lot size was 0.4. What is the risk management technique that I use? It's called scale in and scale out. together. I use both. Do you know about this? Scale in and scale out. Scale in and scale out. Do you know about this skill? Hi Avalon, how are you? No, no, nobody knows. Alright, nobody knows. Alright, let's alright, let me draw something over here. Now, because hi Avalon, good, great. Where are you from? Now, that time, assuming because my capital is about 30 over K, close to 40K. Alright. Now I scale in my trade to 5 trades. Alright. I have calculated my risk and the lot size calculator is 2 lot, total 2 lot to enter. So I split my risk. I split my risk into 5 different trades. Alright, at different price or at the same price. Okay, doesn't matter. So I enter 0.4 lots per trade. Alright, so there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so when the market hit the first target, alright, the first trade goes up, close. There comes to second, third, and fourth. Alright, now the first until the fourth target is determined based on the previous high or based on the number of pips. Alright, then I leave the last trade to go till the end. The take profit target, I set it at very high. Alright, 1,000 pips. Let's say I enter at 3400. Alright, my take profit was at 3500. So when the market went up close to 3500, I move it to 3600. Alright, now so when the market, let's look at here. Now when the market goes into my favor, the last trade, right, I move my SL according to the market structure. Say for example right here. Alright, when it create a new a higher low, when it created a new higher low, hang on, yeah. Alright, when it created a new higher low over here, I move my, let's say for example my SL initially was here, I move it up to here and subsequently keep on moving up. Right, that's how I did it. So whenever I see a new trades confirmation again, I enter same method I did explain just now. Alright, split the risk, scale in, alright, and slowly scale out when it reach my first TP, second TP until the fourth TP, leaving the last trade, alright, to ride the trend. Alright, that's how I did it. Now the maximum equity that I have gotten is close to 300k, but in the end market did a pullback almost 4,000 pips, 3,000 plus, 4,000 pips, and it hit my stop loss. So it ended up with 100k profit, right? But this is the backside of riding the trend, right? But anyhow, I still got a massive profit over here, right? So if you want to know more technique about trading, right, don't forget to follow or join our free group over here. Say hi to my assistant, yeah? Now is that clear, everyone? Anything that you want to ask? The way inference. Now, if you feel confused, you can always inbox me, or you can text my assistant as well, because she also knows about this technique. Alright, great, Florence. Avalon, which market do you trade? Any market that you want me to do the live mapping or analysis? Now let's look at SPX. Let's see what happened before the market closed. I see. Now stock market, we have to be careful here because stock market is at the resistance zone. Alright, it's gonna be well, either it's gonna break out or it's gonna be pullback. Alright, so do nothing first until any confirmations give us. Now Avalon or Ferns, other than gold, any market do you trade? Now there are few good stock market, INSP, that I've gotten this week. Hey, is it this one? Let me check. Yeah, correct. This one is a very potential stock to pick. INSP. Nvidia, sure. Now Nvidia is in AI industry, although it is a graphic card manufacturer. But now for Nvidia, now people are investing a lot of money or borrowing a lot of money from the bank to invest in AI. All right. Now that's a term called bubble. Right now we are worrying AI bubble's gonna be burst anytime. We don't know. All right, because the cost of manufacturing is quite high at the moment, and we haven't seen any scale production yet. Now for Nvidia, right? Let me clear this. Now for Nvidia, you can see here on a daily time frame. Let's mark out the most recent support zone. There you go. All right, at 170, and it is moving back and forth somewhere around here, 195 or over 200. Let's mark out over here, 195. All right. So if you are looking for a trade or to buy Nvidia, all right, I would suggest to wait for a false breakout over here, sweep the liquidity, sweep all the retail investors stop loss, and then show sign of bullish reversal, then only we go for a buy. All right. Now Nvidia, I'm quite envy about it because Nvidia currently is the monopoly of the AI chip. Alright, previously lots of people buying graphic cards from Nvidia because they want to mine the Bitcoin, mine the crypto coin. So right now Nvidia is the first. A lot of people or lots of company buying AI chips from Nvidia. Alright. Now do bear in mind again, as in stock market, we will have to wait until the next FOMC rate decision, Fed rate decision, yeah. Now looking at the dividend, it just announced is 0.01. And what about last year or the last quarter? Also 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. It's quite stable, yeah. Now looking at the earnings, all right, it has been doing great all this while. All right. All right. So Nvidia is a good stock, but wait for pullback. All right, wait for pullback, yeah, first. So don't just too rush to go in. Whenever you heard people say, "Oh, Nvidia is good, Nvidia is good," but bear in mind, it is a AI stocks. Let's see the pullback. How many percent? Here is about 18%, the most recent one. And what about here? You see here, 65, sorry, 40%, 42%. All right, so if you don't want your money like just wipe out in a sudden, in just few months, you lost about 41%. So wait for pullback. I remember there are further pullback before. Let me check. Oh, no more. 2021, 70 over percent, 65 or 63%. All right, so be careful, yeah. Always manage your risk. Now, how I invested my stock, yeah, I determine the few entry price. Now, if this break 170, the key levels break. We will have to identify the next key level. Let's see. Next key level. Now, where is the next key level? Now, it could be somewhere. Let me check, yeah, hang on. Weekly time frame. Alright, here. Weekly time frame, got it. Somewhere here. 143 or 144. Around the zone. Alright. So always determine the potential entry price that you want to split. The next key level will be at max from 3 up to 5 entries. That's how I did it. Alright, so if the market pull back from here to over here, it's also about 50%. So another 10 more percent. Alright, so plan your position accordingly. Don't buy too high. Alright, so is that good? How do I find key levels? Do you know about support resistance? Do you know about support resistance? Now, let me explain. Now, I think first, I think you really need some guide from us because I think you do not know the basics. Kind of. Now, a key levels are those that key support or demand zone, support or resistance zone, demand and supply zone. Now, a key levels happen whereby the market, a level where the market reach that level, a potential buying or selling pressure comes in. You see here, pull back over here and try to break it. Now once it break this level, it came back and retest. So this is the first test and second test. So the market retest first, second, third, and fourth, four times. All right, four times. Now here is another key levels. All right, the market bounced back from here. I'm looking at a weekly time frame. So a weekly time frame, when you drill down to 4 hours or 1 hour, the market bounced back multiple times, right? So this is the strong important level. When we are looking at weekly time frame or higher time frame, these key levels or this zone is stronger as compared to those you determine in hourly time frame or minutes time frame. So that's why for stock market, I always determine it using a higher time frame because for stock market, I do it on long-term basis. All right, is that clear? Is that good? Now don't forget to join the group, yeah? Now how to join the group? All right, go to the, you can see a senior assistant in the comment section. All right, then, all right, say hi to her. Say hi to her. There's a link over there. All right, it's a link over there, and press the link. All right, click on the link and click over here, or you can find this over here. Say hi to her and mention your problem. She will guide you accordingly. All right. Seems like you are still new. All right, or you need to enhance your skill here. Right, she say hi to you already. Hi, God's servant. Wow, how are you? This is Q here. All right. Thank you. Now, any more market that you would like me to analyze right now in the comment section? Everything is good. Don't forget to send me a heart. Hi, red and green. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure over here. We have just analyzed NVIDIA. Today is a weekend. Market just closed. And if you want to look at crypto market, sure, go ahead. Hi, red and green. How are you? Put a title in my life, I'll get more views. Oh, is it? I do not know. Put a title. I think I did. Eh, let me check how to put a title. Live recording. Oh, I don't see a title over here. Is it put a title? How to put a title? I can't see a button that allows me to put a title. All right. Now, let's look at Bitcoin. See if it holds. Now for Bitcoin, now I'll do a detailed one. Having flu and cough for weeks already. Still not recovered yet. Now, Bitcoin. Oh, you have the flu too. Go for the doctor. Go consult a doctor. It's not normal to have flu like more than a week. I did take the antibiotic, but came back on and off. Because I travel a lot and I'm not familiarized with the weather across the country. Now, Bitcoin. Any one of you interested in Bitcoin? Any one of you interested in Bitcoin? Now, give me 1 minute. I will take that far. Any one of you into Bitcoin? Hi, welcome, Coach. How are you? Hi, welcome. Um, no, Bitcoin is a bit awkward, I would say. Why do I say so? Because now you see here, there's an ascending channel that I mapped up earlier on. Market move up, down, creating a low, higher high over here, higher low, higher high. Now, the last 2 weeks over here, the market tried to break the low over here. All right. Now it is always because now let's look at daily time frame. You see here, market did a break. Market did a break over here. Retest. Now there's a doji over here, and this is the evening star candlestick pattern, the sign of bearish signal. Now for me myself, because I'm a believer in this coin, or so-called, I believe that US gonna be the first in crypto, first country regularize. I mean, they open up for crypto market. All right. All right. So they want to be the first. So if the president come back and talk about crypto again, I think it will go up. Now if it doesn't, then it's gonna be a bear again. All right. So how I plan my trade. Now I have already earned more than 100% from Bitcoin. Now if I were to enter a trade, now it will be somewhere around this key level. Somewhere around this key level. At 72,000 or 71,000 to 76,000. All right. So my next entry is around there. I'm gonna hold it for quite some time. All right. So first, do you trade Bitcoin? When do I think that will happen again? You mean for what? For the Bitcoin to go up or go down? All right. This is for Bitcoin. Let's drill down to 4 hours time frame. If Bitcoin is creating a higher high, higher low in the lower time frame, then it is a good news. But it has been ranging since Wednesday. Overall, right now, I guess it is a downtrend, right? Downtrend, right? Right now it's testing back again. All right, retest the broken resistance over here. Now, if this is a false, I think this is the false breakout because there's a long wick over here, long upper wick. All right. So we need to be careful on crypto. Right. Is there anyone else or any other question? Any other question you can write down. Now, first, you mentioned about uh adding a title. Now, maybe perhaps during the second session, I try to put a title, but I can't find where can I put a title. Can I put it now? Is it possible? I don't see where can I put the title. Oh, restart the market. I see. Now perhaps the second session of the live, I will break later on around 9:30. All right, then I'll put a title over there. Now in trading, We always talk about be patient, be consistent on our rules, trading rules, or investment, or in investing. Because once you have gotten a strategy or a trading system, you have to stick to it, believe in it, right? Before you believe in it, how you believe in it, you will have to test it first. Do a back test, do more practice, all right? Because there are lots of strategy, lots of indicators for you to learn, but they might have their fallback as well. So you have to understand the the advantage of the advantage and disadvantage of the indicator of strategy. Then only you are confident with your strategy. What was my best trade? My best trade was the gold. The gold. Just like I mentioned, the best trade was gold. This year, end of August, started end of August until October, around October or November, somewhere there. Managed to ride the trend with a massive profit. Now, on my first few years of trading, I also did capture the goal. Back then, around 2017 or 18, somewhere around there. Now, at that time, my capital was about $3,000. Now, I managed to cash it and profit about $1,005 US dollar. What's my net worth? Definitely lower than you guys. Now, my net worth is not important. I have less cash in bank, but I have a lot in crypto exchange or in my trading account. Did I lose a lot when I started trading? Oh, great question. Did I lose a lot? Now, based on we know each other for the past 1 hour, I guess. Now, do you think I'm a risk taker or I'm a risk averse person? Do you think I'm a risk taker or I'm a risk averse person? A low risk taker. Now, a little bit sharing of myself experience, stories about myself. Very interesting. Oh, you think I'm a risk taker? How so? From 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 where you see I'm a risk taker? No, I'm curious. Maybe because it's just 1 hour of interaction. Um, if you know me more, I mean, if you come join in more, you will find that I'm actually a low risk taker. I'm a low risk taker, risk averse person. I came from a banking industry line, from risk management department. This department is called asset and liability management. We manage the bank's asset and liability. So, what do we do is whenever there is interest rate decision, we always do the stress test by 1% up or 1% down if the central bank announce or the Fed announce to increase or decrease the rate. So we always think about the bad things happen and what's we gonna do. All right. So because I'm a low risk taker, uh, for the whole life of my trading journey, I only burst my account once. The maximum loss that I gotten $3,000. $3,000. Now, but why did that happen? Why did that happen? Because uh, what happened was because a friend of mine, he asked me to rescue his fund, right? Rescue the funds. The funds is about 300 over thousand US dollar. And when did it happen? It was back in 2022 when there was a war between, even now still continuing, you Russian and Ukraine. 3,000 is crazy. Yeah, 3,000. It's quite a lot for me back then. Now back in 2022, um, my friend's funds was being managed by an academy, a fake guru, a fake mentor, a fake trader. Why do I say fake? Because um, he did not put SL, did not have a good risk management practice in place. So when the war happened, the trader keep on sell, okay, keep on putting sell order and sell limit. So what happened was the gold keep on creating a new high, and the floating went up from 30%, the losses, unrealized loss went up from 30% to around 80%. So that time my friend asked me to help to recover the loss. So that time I have my $3,000 on hand on my own account, and I try to rescue the $300,000. All right. Now that time is very stressful. I managed to reduce the losses from 80% back to 30% again. Then I stopped. After I finished this job, and I noticed my $3,000 gone because I have forgotten I placed a trade and I did not put the take profit and stop loss target. So that's why it burst. So that is the mistake that I made. But I managed to recover the losses for big funds. All right. Now the maximum funds that I managed uh, to trade to manage. All right. Millions, 7 figures. All right. But now I don't do fund management anymore because it's too stressful. I rather to trade on my own. Right now I have 6 figures account, so I do not have to manage for others. Right now I'm just giving back my knowledge and skills to the society. Yeah, so long story short, all right, the maximum loss I had in my trading life is $3,000. What's my win rate? Now it's depending on which strategy that I apply. I can I myself is a swing trader based on my personality and my strategy, but I can do scalping intraday because of the experience back in 2022, right? Now the win rate is very much depend on whether you are a short-term trader, swing trader, or you are a swing trader. Now all right. Now let me correct your mindset over here. A lot of people do not know. Now, what's my win rate? It depends on the strategy that I use. If I am applying a scalping short-term trader, if I do scalp, my win rate can be more than 80%. Meaning, if there's 10 trade, at least 8 trade, I got profit. Now, if I put my trade on long-term swing trade, right, my win rate is about maybe around 60%, 40 to 60%. But even my win rate is 40%, I can still be profitable trader, right? Do you understand why? Why my win rate is 40% but still can be profitable? Do you know why? I don't think a lot of people know. Hi dog, how are you? Here you are again. Don't know. Now for swing trader. Now let me open up gold. Let me explain from the chart. One call away. Yeah, if you need my help, I'm one call away. Now, if I am a scalper, right? I am a scalper. Whenever I see a potential trade, all right, my take profit is probably around 10 to 20 pips. All right, 10 to 20 pips is very easy to hit. But when I'm a swing trader, I try to trade the reversal. Reversal. Now, swing for a scalper, right? The win rate is very high because enter in, go in, and go out very quick. Go in, go out within minutes or within the day. All right. Now, that is why the win rate is quite high. But why did the swing trade or long-term trader has a lower win rate but still be able to be profitable? Now, let me show you how. Let me show you why. Now, let's say I'm a swing trader. All right, there was a bounce back from here, pull back from here. So when I'm here, if I'm a swing trader, I would like to catch the trend reversal over here. But whenever I do a reversal, all right, the big players always want to sweep the retail's stop loss. All right, so the reversal might be a false reversal. So perhaps this trade, yeah, still managed to profit. But what if we can see something happen like this breakout? All right, so breakout might happen now. But you see here, if I manage to catch the profit, catch a trade over here, my stop loss is about, let's say for example, 200 pips or 400 pips, say for example. But I managed to catch a profit to, let's say, 800 pips. All right, so it is 1 is to 2, 1 is to 2. So this is the higher risk reward ratio. So meaning to say, I only need a win rate of 40%. 4 trades I gotten profit. The total, let's say per trade I earn $10. All right. So the risk reward ratio is 2 times. So 4 trades. So 4 trades times 2. 4 trades times 10 times 2 is $80. But for every 10 trades, I lose about 6 trades. So for every 6 trades, I lose about $10. Sorry, $5. All right. Sorry, for $10. Yeah, $10. All right. For every lose trade, I lose about $10. So $10 times 6 trades, so I lose about $60. All right. Let me write down. I think it's a bit messy. Now let's say assuming 10 trades over here. Assuming 10 trade over here. Now 40% win rate, meaning 4 trades are profits, right? Let's say for example, each trade I profit $10. Sorry, yeah, $10. Let's say one for every trade I profit $2, but for every loss I lost about $1. So times 1. So this is in the end still 8. This is 6. So in the end I still be able to profit 2. So that's why win rate 40%, I still be able to profit. Yeah, I did. But I don't really encourage people or beginners to take funded account or take the prop firm. All right, prop firm. Hi Thanos, how are you? Wow, Thanos alone fight the Avengers and left. Okay, now why not? Uh, Now for prop firm, the rules is very strict. If you check the T&C, the terms and conditions. Some even like very, hi, clean, sir, how are you? Welcome. Now, some prop firm, right, they might even restrict you, cannot trade, or they don't recognize your trade if your trade enter uh, during or before, after 6 hours before or after the news. So basically, you can't even trade. Now, another thing is the maximum drawdown that they allow is 5%, but the profit target is 10%, right? So the prop firm, this kind of rules are encouraging people to gamble. All right, one trade profit once and for all, hit the 10% and get funded. Now I run my own academy. All right, I met a lot of people, a lot of traders. They tell me when they want to interview to become the trader in my academy, all right, they tell me they got a lot of certs, they got funded account and so on, they got 10 certs, all right. But one important question, one key question that I ask, how many accounts left or how many accounts are still active? He said zero, zero, totally zero. So problem is useless, right? Uh, that's why the rules, it is encouraging a gambler to 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 join in, all right? Or even if you're a newbie, ultimately you will get frustrated. Even you take a low risk, right? You trade the account for about months and months and months, but still not get funded. Because 5% risk, you can only risk 1%. Say for example, you risk 1%. But what if you have consecutively 5 losses? Then you fill the account. All right. So yeah, that's why I don't encourage people to take prop firm. If your live account can be profitable, why do you want to waste money on the prop firm, right? Yeah, that's my point of view, Ference. No right or wrong, but if you're interested, you can still go on, yeah. Provided if you have your proven strategy. All right. So do practice first before you do any funded challenge. I did pass few prop firm top step my Forex fund, but ultimately my Forex fund collapsed. Now, do you know why prop firm collapsed? Are you aware of prop firm collapse? Or do you know how prop firm works actually? I mean, how it generate income? Do you think the money that they funded you is the real money? All right, a lot of questions. I mean, a lot of stuff. Hi, Anthony, welcome. Oh, you do not know. I see. Now, if I talk here, will I get banned? Now, let me explain. Should I? Um, Now I have a friend of mine. He actually ran a prop firm, and how the revenue was generated, or how the prop firm pay the funded trader, the profit sharing. All right. Let's say 100 participants, they join the prop firm challenge. Let's say uh per fee is about $500. Say for example, on average $500, 5,000, 50K. Right. In total is 50K. Now, do you think 100 of them gonna be passed? No, not really. Now, the probability is almost um yeah, there are people pass. Let's say for example, 1%, one people pass. So and get funded and got paid out. Now the how he gotten the paid out is from here, 50K. All right. How he gotten the payout is from 50K. And that's why how did the profit collapse? Because when this number went up, a lot of gamblers suddenly, wow, profits a lot. Alright? And this collected fees or collected exam fees is not able to be able to pay it out. Let's say for example about 20 over people, all right, need to pay it out, but this amount couldn't pay for this, all right, 20 people. That's why it collapsed. All right, so it's not a real money in funded account. Don't simply trust those small profit. All right, that's why it collapsed. Yeah, even I passed the my forex fund, I didn't gotten a payout because of this. Right, that's why I don't encourage profit anymore. Right, in the past yes, but now no. You can still try though. Those big platform like STMO. All right. Hi, Monto. How are you? Renee Monto. This is Kyo here, a full-time trader and run an own academy. I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICD concept. And here we are. It's been a pleasure to have you over here. If you have any question, write in the comment section. What capital do I recommend starting with? Now for myself, my personal experience, I used $3,000. All right. Um, Now at least I would suggest 4-digit figures, 4-digit capital. Can be $1,000, can be $2,000, up to you. All right. As long as once you put in this money, it doesn't increase your burden. All right. If you lose this money, it doesn't affect your monthly life or your money expenses. All right. But don't use 3-digit. 3-digit is for you to test the broker. All right. But 4-digit is for you to practice with a minimal risk. 3-digit is a bit high risk already. Depending on the market you trade as well. Right. If you are trading crypto, I don't suggest $1,000 because you might burst account very easily. Crypto is too volatile. All right. So yeah, good question you ask. Right. Always do more homework or do more research, or you can ask and more. You have any things in mind, right, before you start anything. So first, remember to say hi to my assistant, yeah. How long did I take to become a profitable trader? uh no, I did a very I I did a lot of homework. When my friends approached me on trading, it took me 3 months, about 3 months to consider. Then during the 3 months, what I did was I go research about Forex, I go research about gold trading, alright, I go research about the broker. And before I even really start trading, I research all of this. And when I start, almost every night before I sleep, I do all this mapping. Alright? I do mapping, I draw the lines, I learn from the mentor. I have a mentor as well. I always ask my mentor almost every day about trading. Alright? Of course I pay the lesson. And I did at first during my first 3 months, I managed to profit and back to origin again, a little bit of losses, right? And then ultimately when I started trading journal, all right, when I started my trading journal, my trades start to become profitable and stable. So if you are saying become profitable, actually within 1 month I'm already profitable. But to be more stable, it took me about 6 months. Alright, all this I did it by myself together with my mentor. Alright. I found my mentor after 3 months I started trading. So yeah, took me about 3 to 6 months, around 6 months after I started trading journal, right, to be a more stable, profitable trader. Right, it depends on people actually to be profitable. I thought people it took him one lesson, and after that one lesson he's already profitable. And I have some student from Australia. She's a girl. She's a bit slow learner. It took her about 1 year. I have two students. It took them about around 1 year. Around 1 year. One another guy took him about more than 1 year, about 1 year plus, learning ICT and SMC. Yeah, so it depends very much on people, how fast you learn. But on average, it's about 3 to 6 months to fully understand three aspects of the no, not three aspects. It's about five aspects: technical analysis, fundamental analysis, sentiment analysis, risk management, and trading psychology. Total five. Hi, Studio Refen, how are you? Right. So yeah, I've seen different kind of people, different kind of students. Very interesting, and yeah, I like about it. Teaching people and teaching different kind of people, so that I can cope. Make sure, make sure he understands fully. All right. Sorry if you hear my cough. New York. How old are you? Now since you are here, right, for quite some time, let's chat about, let's review, or let's see what kind of strategy suits you. First, what kind of job do you are you into? Are you working as? Are you a capital? Oh, AI summary. Are you a student or are you're already working? What kind of work are you into? Or are you are trying to be a full-time trader? Eh, Now, whether or not you are a swing trader or scalper, it depends on your um leisure time, your free time. Hi Alex, how are you? Welcome. Hi Crypto Sex Guy, how are you? Welcome. Shall we look at crypto today? Are you looking at crypto today? Hi, welcome. How are you?
Look at that price action, bro. Someone's doing science session. Look. I wonder if this is a leading indicator here for the rest of us. So we had our Scooby-Doo, right? Our shit back, close the imbalance, market go. This is Lunar C. Imagine Lunar C being a front-running indicator for this market. Denise is dropping galaxies. Denise. Yeah, so if you take a look, so I don't know when this purple line was spawned now. 5903. Well, like I said, that's that previous lost support over here. Just here. So these lows, when it broke through, when that purple line's there from, I don't know, take a look. You got body candle closes right underneath it, 5917. Might be worth chucking $10 at that, hope for the best. Obviously, wait for retracement. You watch everybody on TikTok turn up now talking about Lucas C. What was revised 2021? Let's see. Oh yeah, dude, this thing, the upside potential of it, if it ever, if it was ever fucking bought again, the high is in 23. If it's a fab. Any questions about trading, let me know down in the comments. Okay, the Discord results. The profits tab is flooded with members who are using the indicator every single day. Like, does that answer you guys' questions about my strategy? Yes, can you show? I'm gonna keep scrolling, show you results more and more. Passive funded account in 2 days. Crazy work. Let's see what else. More winning trades, more winning trades. Payout proof. So, yeah. I don't do one-on-one mentoring, guys. I'm getting asked the question a lot in the chat right now if I do mentoring. No, I don't do mentoring. I firmly believe you guys do not need mentoring. If someone's charging you thousands of dollars to teach you a strategy, they're most likely not profitable themselves, and they're making money off of you. So, I think that some people that do mentoring out there do have good information to provide, but there's a lot of people that don't have good information to provide. So, I think you guys can find a lot of good information online for free or for a lot cheaper. Do you have to be in front of a laptop? No. So what you can do is if you're on TradingView, it'll look like this, man. So like, this is Bitcoin. If you see the sell signal that we got, if you want to set alerts with these signals, these buy and sell signals that you're seeing on the chart to your phone, what you can do is you can click these three dots right here. You can go to alerts, and you can set an alert on your phone. You can create an alert, and you can call it, for example, AI buy alert or AI sell alert. So if you're ever out and about, let's say you're not running the computer, but you're still interested in taking positions, what you can do is set an alert. You'll get a notification directly to your phone, and then you can take your trade off of that. How do I start? If you want to get the AI indicator minute, links in my bio. You need traders. You new traders need to go study. There's no replacement for putting in the hard work. I absolutely agree. Yeah, trading is extremely difficult, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Trading is difficult. You guys need to study up, learn about risk management, learn about strategy. The thing that some of you guys don't realize is that trading is 30% strategy, 70% psychology. What do I mean by that? I mean that a lot of people out there can predict moves in price. That's not the hard part about trading, which sounds crazy. Is it? Oh, yeah, Scott, they probably just dropped a new funded account plan. It's probably one of the best plans that I've seen in the prop space so far. Not all. Today I do my funded account, and it was
Hi, Randy. How are you? Welcome. This is Q here, full-time trader for about 8 years using SMC and ICD concept. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys? Thank you. Hi, how are you? Hi, Williams. Good evening. Great weather. Welcome. Thank you for joining. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I'll give analysis for free. Hi, welcome. This is Q here, a full-time trader with SMC concept. Been trading for 8 years using this concept on 6 figures account. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. you? This is Q here. Been trading for 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. Ask me any question. Hi, welcome. How are you? This is Q here, a full-time trader using SMC and ICT concept, and I've been trading for 8 years on 6 figures account. If you have any question, write down on the comment section below. I'll do a live analysis over here for free. Hi, welcome. How are you? This is Q here, a full-time trader using SMC and ICT concept, and I've been trading for 8 years on 6 figures account. If you have any question, write in the comment section below. I'll do the live analysis for free over here. Hi, welcome. This is Q here, a full-time trader using SMC and ICT concept. I've been trading using this concept on 6 figures account. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. Don't be shy. Hi, welcome. This is Phil here, a full-time trader with over 8 years of experience using SMC and ICT concept on my 6 figures account. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. I'll do the live analysis for free. Alright. Don't be shy. Don't forget to, if you are new here, say hi. And I run my own academy. If you are interested in learning, here's a good place for you to get a grasp on what's happening, on how to start. Alright? The more you ask, the more you gain. Hi, welcome. Good evening to all of you. Welcome to my live. This is Kyo here, a full-time trader with over 8 years of experience, right? Using SMC and ICT concept on my 6 figures account. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. Let's change. Hi, welcome. How are you? This is Kyo here. Don't be shy. If you have any question, write down in the comment section, yeah? And here's the live page to get more information before you get started. Alright, always do your homework. Alright, the more you ask, the more you gain. This is my motto for you. Right, let's change to something